Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video, and in today's video I just want to talk about the new 2.5 banners which are coming out for Honkai Star Rail. It will be a little different this time. I decided to split the video into two parts. Mainly the reason is because there's so many characters coming out, so I don't really want to make the video so long. So in today's video I'll be just talking about the 4 characters which is going to come out for part 1 banners. And with all these kind of banner videos, please pull for your favorite characters. This is a gacha game, so please pull for your waifus in this case because they're all women, and doesn't mean the character is very strong means you should pull for them if you don't like their character. But if you're here for a meta standpoint, I'm here to give you guys my thoughts on which of these characters are very strong and relevant in the current meta. And with all that said, let's begin with this video. Now the first character is Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao is the hunt character which is coming to Honkai Star Rail, and her power level will be much stronger than Dr. Ratio, who is a follow-up hunt character. Fei Xiao is also a follow-up hunt character for the wind element, and the wind element right now really needs a very strong single target damage dealer. Right now we only have Blade and Black Swan being the so-called DPS for the wind element itself. We need someone who is very strong single target, and Fei Xiao is the good solution. Most of the time when I fight a boss with wind element, I tend to just bring Black Swan with Kafka because Black Swan is very strong with Kafka. Now that we have Fei Xiao in the mix as well, we are able to bring her as a boss killer, especially for Forgotten Hall and even the new game mode Apocalyptic Shadow. So if your team needs a very strong single target boss killer, you can consider only for Fei Xiao. She looks to be very strong. However, for most DPS, especially single target DPS, most of the time their relevancy is stuck to Forgotten Hall or Apocalyptic Shadow. As time goes, we'll be able to tell how strong she really is in the meta. The next character coming out with her is Kafka. Kafka is the queen of dot damage and essentially has to be run in every single dot team you have. If you decide to not run Kafka in a dot team, you'll realize that the team's overall damage drops significantly. So if you're planning to play dot, especially with the new fire character and the other rerun character who is coming out with her, you should definitely pull for Kafka. In my opinion, dot teams are just very strong, and Kafka is a very strong enabler in DPS. In my opinion, every account should have a Kafka. So if there's one character you want to pull and you feel like you should pull in this banner, it has to be Kafka. Alongside Kafka, you have her sidekick Black Swan. For me personally, my account, every single time I run Kafka, I tend to lean towards Black Swan. Black Swan is a fantastic enabler for Kafka, and the best part for Black Swan is that her damage also kind of scales because of her passive. Most teams that have lightning weakness will also have wind weakness along with them. Generally speaking, if you already have Kafka and you want someone who can be a very good sub DPS for Kafka teams, you should definitely pull for Black Swan. But let's say you don't have Kafka, should you still pull for Black Swan? In my opinion, if you run Black Swan as the main DPS, she is not going to do a lot of damage. I've tried this personally myself, but you really need Kafka to supplement the damage and heck even be the main damage dealer even for a Black Swan team. The reason why is because her damage is very slow, and in order for her to fully take the damage, you need the enemy to take a turn as well. Most of the time in the current meta, you don't even want the enemies to take turns. You just want to kill them as fast as possible. So this is why Black Swan as a main DPS is not as strong. In my opinion, if you're planning to pull for Black Swan, you should definitely pull for Kafka first and see whether you get Kafka in the banner. And the last character in the banner, we have Robin. Robin is a follow-up support character. However, you can still use her in other teams, especially teams that want to take a lot of turns. And coincidentally, she came out with a character she can definitely support very well, which is Fei Xiao. And the reason why is because for most Fei Xiao teams, you want Fei Xiao to be taking a lot of turns because you want to build up her talent. And Robin coincidentally makes her cheat out those turns. So if you ask me, if you are planning to pull for Fei Xiao and you really want a very strong support for her, you should definitely pull for Robin. Obviously, she can support other follow-up attack characters like Jade, Herta, and Himiko. So definitely, if you have them built, you should 100% pull for Robin. But like I said, Harmony characters are just so good. You don't have to only stick with one team, as proven by Ron May, who can be used in pretty much every single team. You can also use Robin as a decent support for your other characters as well. So overall, in conclusion, what is my opinion? In my opinion, for part 1 banners, you should definitely pull for Kafka. And after pulling for Kafka, if you want to utilize her to the maximum, right now you should probably pull Black Swan alongside with her. If you're not planning to pull for Kafka and you're planning to pull for Fei Xiao, you should definitely pull for Robin, who is probably the best support for Fei Xiao at the moment. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please do leave a like. It shows me I should do more. Comment down below who you'll be pulling for the part 1 banners, and stay tuned for part 2. We'll be doing a separate video for the part 2 banners. And finally, do subscribe. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.